Eino, Matechakeino, Manoi, Yushaseino, Asheino, Matechakeino, O Manoi, Viralulu, O Manoi, Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. How do I make this full screen? There we go. And what I'm doing is I'm starting, right? Starting the reading. Okay. Channeling teenagers' potential. Rebellion in your people is not a crime. On the contrary, it is the fire of the soul that refuses to conform, that is dissatisfied with the status quo, that cries out that it wants to change the world and is frustrated with not knowing how. The Rebbe. Reb Tzvi.
Rebetsy.
All right, here goes. Channeling teenagers' potential. The rebellion in young people is not a crime. On the contrary, it is the fire of the soul that refuses to conform, that is dissatisfied with the status quo, that cries out that it wants to change the world, and is frustrated with not knowing how. The Rebbe.
Channeling teenagers' potential. The rebellion in young people is not a crime. On the contrary, it is the fire of the soul that refuses to conform, that is dissatisfied with the status quo.
Got cut off there? What happened?
Yeah, the Rebbe.
Nice. Um, okay. Words. Let's do words. Um, being that it's three of us, should we do the whole first paragraph? Should we do more words? First sentence? Let's do the first sentence. If I have a say in the matter, that's what I would do. Okay, channeling.
How about we just do 5 words each?
5 words each?
Yeah.
5 words each. Those are channeling. Tunneling. Teenagers. Energy. Potential. Curse. The infamous rebellion. Trillions. See.
In, out, young, old, people, animals, is, what, not, yes.
A black crime ridden on top the basic contrary librarian.
Okay, let me do a time right here. A minute, right? We're doing minutes. Minute. Well, okay, so in the book, Jordan Mini for Life. Being a little careless, huh? What's careless? Like careless means not careful. Careful and careless.
They should call it careless.
Careless. That's basically what it means. Couldn't care less. Careless. Interesting. The book Toward a Meaningful Life, Rabbi Simon Jacobson elaborates on this point quite beautifully. So I don't know if you remember learning that, I believe, last year. Good, sweet.
So, yeah, I feel like that teenager, definitely. Like, I know I want to change the world, and I don't know how. And the frustration of not knowing how could put out the fire. Like, if a person tries this way, that way, another way, up, down, eventually they just say, okay, there may be no way. How? Meaning, the good thing is the teenager wants to change the world. The problem is he doesn't know how. I think that's, I don't know how much time I got over there, but wait, Rabbi Isaac, if you could wave at me when my time is up, yeah? Like, give a good wave. So basically, Hashem should help us and give us the ability and the know-how all together to change the world.
Ciao. Go ahead.
Oh, I lost so much time. Damn it. Yeah, I think that. I think that like as like I'm growing into like a full adult or whatever people call adults, like I see that I'm getting more clarity on how to like basically get my ideas down and actually form them into real possibilities. But the issue is I'm starting to lose that like interest in actually changing anything a little bit. Like that fire. See, I don't think the fire ever like really goes as a teenager. It just like, even if you're doing drugs, like that's still a fire that like only a teenager can end up in such a headspace that they're
Good gesagt. What is it? 30 seconds now.
we can do another minute. There's only three of us. There's no
Another
rush to
minute.
continue reading.
Well said, Reb Tzvi. Unfortunately, I do not think I'm a teenager. I feel slightly different. I feel like I kind of know certain things. Like I do have certain answers, right? Like what did the Rebbe say? It cries out that it wants to change the world and it's frustrated with not knowing how. So I feel like I do have some know-hows in my own egotistical way, right? But I don't know if I have that fire to not conform. It means I definitely have it to a certain extent because I guess I just don't like conforming. But um, but by nature, I'm gonna have to like fight that. You know what I mean? So it's not automatic. Let's see.
Yeah, so I hear you. My kid's got the fire. Let me tell you, he's got the fire. Like he's really warm. You know. Ay, ay, ay. I'm gonna pass. Show him. Go, go. You got my time.
I get your time and my time. Oh, okay. I guess not. As I was really impressed. Like I saw the stop. I don't know whatever the Hebrew word is. When you took the picture of your kids and you wanted to send, I'm sure you wanted to send it to a group chat, and you held off. Like you were, I saw you like, oh, you really want to send this somewhere or something. Like that's the impression I got. And you held off. I was very impressed. That must have been like big challenge if that was the case. And I think that like in general, like the teenage years, there is no non-fire. Like either you're really cold or you're really hot. Like there's no in between. There's no like just chill teen. I mean, unless the person themselves has the nature of being just a relaxed person, and also like they're one of those people that know what they want to do. Um, and then they're more relaxed. But most teenagers are just really cold or really hot.
Really cold or really hot? Okay, in the 1950s, the Rebbe, I think, Shalom, I think you should read. Well, we will switch it off. You'll start the reading.
I can do that. In the 1950s, the Rebbe recognized that there was a prevailing ignorance among young people in many parts of this country. He established the Lubavitch Youth Organization with chapters around the world, encouraging his students to share spiritual literature and other tools of education with the youth of other communities. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy initiated the Peace Corps, calling on young American men and women to go and help educate and develop underprivileged countries. The president was convinced that there would be hundreds of volunteers. There were, of course, far more. The call of the president echoed the call of the Rebbe. The young people should recognize what a powerful fire is burning within themselves and should be encouraged to use that fire for good.
In the 1950s, the Rebbe recognized that there was a prevailing ignorance among young people in many parts of this country. He established the Lubavitch Youth Organization with chapters around the world, encouraging the students to share spiritual literature and other tools of education with the youth of other communities. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy initiated the Peace Corps, calling on young American men and women to go and help educate and develop underprivileged countries. The president was convinced there would be hundreds of volunteers. There were, of course, far more. The call of the president echoed the call of the Rebbe, that young people should recognize that a powerful fire is burning within themselves and should be encouraged to use that fire for the good. Show
Everything okay behind? Yeah. Okay, what are we holding? In, out, the, babies. 1950s, codes. The greatest Rebbe ever.
recognized, cognizant. That, specific. There, here. Was, is. A student. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, like maybe after this round you could maybe get ready to take care of everything you need to take care of before you head out. I'm sure there's yeah. It's pretty crazy. Like I feel like um about this age, I feel like I want to be joining something bigger, or maybe I just like becoming aware of it now, but like I want to I'm relating to all like the classic teenage stuff. Like the teenagers like want to join, like it's said about them that they want to join gangs or stuff like that because they want to feel connected to something. And I feel like at this age, like it's something that's been something I want to do. But like again, it's an on and off thing. I feel like I'm still like a regular teenager and I have my struggles. And I think that uh, I don't think I'll ever figure out what exactly I'm about. That's what I think.
This is from Torah Meaning for Life. Did you know that? You did know that. I'm saying these are the words from there. It's straight out of the book, word for word. Anyways, now that I'm reading this paragraph, I realized that. Hey, look, this has to go. But look where you're stepping in. Thank you, Heiko. I'm gonna hold it. I'm not gonna give it to you. See? Unless you need it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
What did they do on it?
Go see what Minda's doing. Go ahead, Sean.
Very interesting point you made there. However, I must disagree. Yeah, I think this. Honestly, I was just very lazy, like to be completely honest, and like I probably should have taken a letter of the Rebbe, because that would have been more appreciated by everyone. But yeah, just learn for the future that nobody's gonna really like these articles. Like I'm saying, they're good things to read, but for FiveAlive, like I think we should do the letters directly from the Rebbe. I think there's more of like a underlying fire beneath them. Like there's something there that like an article doesn't have. I don't know what it is. It feels like there's like every single word has like so much like nuances. Like I don't know how to explain it, but it's really cool. And what I mean about me not figuring out myself, like it usually depends on my like surroundings. If I'm in one surrounding, I'll be this way. If I'm not, then I'll be another way.
So, yeah, I completely agree. I mean, we were doing FiveAlive on this on Total Meaning for Life for most of last year, right? Which was also very good. But it's not the same. You know, learning a letter from the Rebbe is very powerful. You can see that there's like, it's not just like there's thought going into every word. You know, it's like literally Ruach HaKodesh. Everything is like, Mandu, please shut that off. Like, which parent brings a megaphone into their house? It makes no sense. Okay, there you go. But yeah, but this is still the Rebbe's message, you know.
Do you want to wrap it up now, or you want to go for like more time?
I think we can wrap it up. Well, it's definitely a good idea.
I apologize about missing the key again. Yeah, we'll figure. Hopefully, I'll find it. Hopefully, I'll find the key. Like, it's not gonna be a total loss.
And, in regards to this broadcast, I think we don't have to keep this one online. I mean, it's not a, whatever.
Whatever we want.
If we have any reason to take it off, I wouldn't necessarily be against it, but otherwise, we can leave it on. All right, we see it now.
Bye bye.